after that, right, I became obsessed with this like dream I had. But then, like when I hooked up with Courtney Galliano, it became the things like that. So this girl that I loved, right, she was the star of her dance studio. We were both at competition together. She was smoking. She did a dance on a table in a bra top. She was smoking. And she had a crush on me because I was like the star of my dance studio. You know what I mean? And I think I was fascinated by the fact of like, you know what I mean? Like that whole thing that like she was like, and everyone, you know, and she like came over to my mom and like sat on my mom's lap and she was like, I'm going to marry your son. And I was like, yeah, and she came to my room where all all the dancers were, like from, you know, studios were separate. And I remember she knocked on the door and I was like bugging out. And we went in Orlando to the thing downstairs. Yeah. What's it called? Peekaboo. That's where we had our date, at Peekaboo. And we made out, we made out, not at Peekaboo, like on like, in just one of the floors, like, like just a full makeout session. It was hot. It was dope. And I remember she lived in Long Island and she was like we gotta like hang out, you know what I mean? But we never really did though then. That was a vibe though.
I thought that you guys like dated now.
No, we hung out like a couple of times and that was really it. Then, because I fell in love with Jamie Nicole at Power Pack. See, it was always somebody.
Summer fling.
It was, it was the fascination. That's what it was. It was the fascination.
Was
you know what I mean?
Christie's?
No. So Jamie.
Jamie Zansford?
No, she lived in New Jersey. She was from like a small studio, but she was dope. And she was like ahead of like the time. Like she was doing contemporary before I even knew that was a thing. So I thought this was like sick. And she was gorgeous. She was so tan and she had these like green eyes and like she just was like a whole like vibe. And she was the hot Jersey girl. Okay? Like the hot. And I felt like still I was a little bit of a loser in my mind. Do you know what I mean? Because I just was losing this baby fat. So I slowly felt like I was getting hot, but like she was really hot. And she was one of those girls that was more advanced.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. I wasn't advanced like that. She was going to the teen nights and like running shit. Right. And like I didn't even attend a teen night. Because I was like practicing, like I wasn't at teen nights. So like I was like this was like crazy, like to be part of this. And we dated for years though. Like that was crazy for me.
Yeah.
We dated for years. I remember driving to her house in Jersey, like when I first got my license and stuff, and like, you know, going in the basement. We dated for years. And then that fizzled out, because you know what started to happen, Jess? Everybody was starting to get older. And they were like, now you have to get serious. And I was like, oh, fuck. Like, this is like, I can't have this. And I remember like we celebrated New Year's Eve together. She stopped at my house. That was huge. Huge. That was big. And then we were together for a bit, like on and off then. And then it was like, again, like the same thing. I was just so obsessed with, then I was in the boy band. So then I went through that whole, you know what I mean? And I went through that whole to-do, and that was like, changed my whole life. And then I fell in love with the next girl, Becky Franklin. She was in Florida. That was my other manager. I was in love with her. Like love. And she was, what? You what?
Remember?
What? Okay. She was like a bad bitch. And she like didn't want me. Like we would hook up, but then it was crazy. It was nuts. Like I can't explain to you. She had like a boyfriend at one point. I was still not, we hooked up like in the living room and she had the boyfriend. I don't even remember. The whole thing was nuts. Now that I'm thinking about it, I can't even believe I was involved in this. It was crazy. And I think, we used to FaceTime for hours at night. That was a whole long period. I felt I was just fascinated with her though, because like it was like this like whole game, you know. And she like was like, sometimes she like just wouldn't be, like it was weird. And then it was crazy. That was another whole like, that was nuts too. That was a hot moment. And then I feel like after that I just completely stopped relationships. And you know why I think? Those years of my life, I swear to you guys, I was so happy. I really was. Like, I'm not myself anymore. I'm really not. My career ruined like I am sometimes, like when we have our like these random you know what I mean, and like I'm so fun and stuff, but I don't really feel like I felt like, because I had this thing in my mind, like if I didn't become famous by the time I was 30, I honestly felt like I used to tell people I'm gonna kill myself. I did, remember? Like
I remember.
I had suicidal thoughts. Like I was like, if I didn't, I enjoyed my life. My 20s, I felt so much fun because I felt like I was like only 22 and then only 23. Like I still have, you know what I mean? It was one of those things. Like I wasn't upset. And then I felt like when I got to like the 27, it started to get dark for me. 27, 28, because I'm like, I can't be a pop star at what is you know what I mean? This like you can't be a pop star at that age. Like if this doesn't happen at a certain point, I can't be like what I want to be. And I think that's when like everything just kind of like I just started. I think I was so like brighter then, you know.
Well, I think all of us are until we have like the responsibilities of like financially that we do.
Yeah, like the whole finance. Like I tell everyone, becoming an adult, like for me, was a struggle.
That's hard.
It really, I do not like it one fucking bit.
Good.
And I think it's because I was so set on like how to get into the boy band. It was an audition on MySpace. Yeah, I waited on a line. I'll never forget. In Manhattan, New York City, I sang O-Town, All or Nothing, and I danced to a Pitbull song, I believe. And the next day, they called me and they told me that I made the group, and my life changed forever, honestly. Yes, Jen, I know that's crazy. And I had like these, Jen, tell me, wasn't it? Those were some of the best times of my life too. Like, again, that was another period of just like sick times, you know what I mean? Like it was like a dream. It really was. And then, you know, that fizzled out, and then I started my solo career, and I still was, you know, pretty like happy, you know, and chasing it. And again, it was because I was in the mid-20s still at that point, so it wasn't that scary. And I'm telling you, like Jen, I know, what a fucking fun time. Oh my God, the memories. I swear, I'm not lying to anyone. I never thought, Jess, that at my life at this point I would be where I am. I never did. I swear. I was for sure I would not be. And I think that was the scariest thing for me. Was like thinking in my mind, like imagine being at, like where I am right now. I never in my life thought that. I swear. And you know, it's because I always set these big dreams and goals in my mind, and I was for sure that like it was. And I think now the fear is that it's so scary because it's just so scary. You know what I mean? Like, because that's been my set in my life forever. Like that's what's been engraved in my brain. The boy band was called WOW, W-O-W. Oh, that's not my daughter, that's my niece. I don't have kids. No kids. Although I can't take care of myself, never mind the children. It'd be a scary place for them. No, Jen, I swear to you, there are days when I say, right, I never made it then, right? Because it's true. One, I was definitely not as good as like a singer or vocalist at all. I didn't even have the confidence I do now as a singer. I felt like I hid behind. But now I'm like, okay, I'm really been ready. I'm ready. Let's go.
Not that way.
Why, I look awful?
No, it's just like really bright.
Too
Not
bright?
your face, I just mean like chill.
Yeah. And again, it's weird because at the same time, thank you, Maria, the most real success I've had in my career, besides the big tours and stuff, was last year. You know? It really was. Like, actually building, like, this incredible fan base and, like, you know, and just, like, my Z-Mob and doing shows and really being able to sell merchandise and really seeing, like, my hard work pay off. Like, that part was amazing. but I felt like that was going to continue faster, you know, like we talked about that. And like the slowness of it, I think is what's giving me the anxiety again.
We're supposed to go back in this month, coming up. It's not happening. You know?
Jen, I love you too. Thank you so much. I always tell everyone, I don't know, out of all the things I've done, for sure, I could definitely write a movie after all this, if nothing else.
I see this turn.
Because people would be shocked if they really knew. It's really dark now.
It is.
Yeah.
What about if you sit in there, like you had the orange everything? That's not that bad.
No, I feel like it's so dark.
Sit there. I'll change these.
If people really knew the full stories, like everything, it's like, I just think it's too dark.
I said I'm going to change these lights.
My pronouns are him, he, king. I'm kidding. Because now I can't even see like I'm not even on here.
On the lights that I'm changing yet.
But why did you want the lights off so bad?
Because that was really bright.
I know, but they like that. It's clearer.
Well, I'm going to fix it.
All right, that's better. The way it was before. Yeah.
Sorry, it's clicked off.
So, because God forbid you have bad lighting for 10 seconds, you know what I mean? The numbers just drop. People like, can't see this bitch, we're off.
I got you. I was just going to change these. It's not so bright.
My Halloween costume was me as the princess. I might post something else tomorrow, I'll see. You know, I always go for what the people want.
And I want that for you as well. I just wanted it to...
Oh, happy almost birthday! Anyways, guys, we rented a lot tonight, but EB, are you ready to watch it? We rented a lot tonight. I don't get to see my friends that much, and we're gonna finish the show we were watching. So I'm gonna go back to that. Hey, Richie, and guys, if anyone saved this live, can you actually send me some clips? Because maybe I will post some clips where I was kind of talking about my life and things like that. If anyone screen recorded it, if you have it. So I have a bad sinus infection. And like at night it gets worse, like the chest. But listen, guys, I never asked for this, but if you could pray for me for anything, just please pray for my mental state of mind. Because it ain't right. It's really not. Oh, God help me. Deep breaths, right? Have an amazing weekend. Enjoy your Halloween. And for anybody on here that is struggling mentally, whatever it is, please know, even my life, as wonderful as it seems to the whole world, and there are so many amazing things about it, do not get me wrong, I don't sleep at night, do you know what I mean? Because my brain is so off. So, like, do not feel that you are the only person that feels like that, because you're not. And I'm saying this because I look at other people's lives too, you know, and in my mind I'm like, oh my God, like, they just seem so happy and like this and that, and like, why am I not, you know? And it's because not everything that we see is really how it is, you know? And I try to share more of the positive things of my life on my pages and stuff, you know, to bring people more joy. I don't always share, like, you know, the other side of things as much. And so I just want people to know that because, you know, it's just, I think it's like, it's almost like, I know it sounds awful, but it's like, okay, I'm happy that someone else feels like this kind of feeling. Like, I don't want anyone else to feel like this, but then it's like, okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one kind of feeling. And so, you know, just keep that in mind. And it's just like everyone. Some days are amazing, and then some days suck, and some days you feel like you're on top of the world, right? And then some days you're just like, oh, my life is awful today. But, every day I just wake up and I'm just like, you just want that, like, that thing that you've been waiting for, right? That thing to happen. Well, at least for me, I know what the thing is. I always tell people, if I was, like, it's just the chance that I've always wanted, right? Just give me the chance. I'm always like, just put me on a tour. You don't have to give me anything else. Don't give me the money. You don't have to give me anything. Just put me in front of the people, Just give me that one, and then if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, but just give me the chance to be in front of the people. So we'll see what happens from here. One day, I hope that I look, back at these numbers and I have, 20,000 people, and I could tell someone that's sitting on my live, guys, I was there, last year, barely with this and just struggling to, get this to move, and because those are the kind of short stories I want to share, The accomplishments, so that people feel like, okay, I'm here, and one day I could be there. It's inspiring. Thank you. So, on a happier note, guys, because I definitely don't want to be, making people feel awful. Enjoy your Halloween. Have fun. Eat lots of candy. And post lots of pictures of yourselves dressed up. And if you're not dressing up, watch a Halloween movie or something. Maybe a little Hocus Pocus. Get into the spirit. That's the only Halloween movie I know. Are there more? I missed out on a lot of things of normal life, I don't even know Halloween. What's that Halloween movie that people watch? Is it called Halloween?
Yeah.
Halloween?
Yeah.
What's it about?
Killing.
Just people killing things, and stuff? No, what's the one? I did see one. So I didn't see, the first ones, but I saw this one. I think it was Halloween, maybe. It was with Jamie Lee.
Curtis.
Yeah, she's in Halloween.
Uh-huh.
And she was, in a house, and she was, hiding in a basement.
Yeah, I definitely see it.
That one was pretty good. Oh, yeah, what's the Michael Myers thing that people always talk about? What's that?
Isn't that what Halloween is?
That's Halloween?
I don't know.
Ooh. Hocus Pocus 2, I want to see that.
Yeah, Michael Myers.
Michael Myers is Halloween.
And Jamie Lee Curtis.
Officer Udi. What's up? I'm finding out about Halloween movies. I just went on a vent cycle for about, a good hour. I don't know if you got a chance to see it, but don't worry, I'm fine. The mental state is not really that well, but I'm okay.
Yeah, Freddy Krueger is Friday the 13th.
Freddy Krueger, never saw that either. Never saw that. Never saw Freddy Krueger.
Remember who's that?
I don't know if my mom is still on here, but Mom, Mr. Bro, glad you're good. How are you? I blame my parents because they made me work so much as a child. I missed out so much, you know what I mean? They've had me in 4 plays at the same time. I was memorizing lines while everybody else was watching damn Freddy Krueger.
Yeah. Trick-or-treating.
Yeah, no, I did go trick-or-treating. My mom goes, of course. I went trick-or-treating.
What's your favorite?
But I swear, I just said this to my mom a couple weeks ago. I was like, Ma, do you know that people, their families would, sit and watch movies together? They have movie nights?
Yeah. Every Friday night, my family my dad would take us to 7-Eleven and we'd pick out candy.
You're lying.
And then we'd go to or sometimes like Blockbuster too. But we'd go to Blockbuster.
I've been to Blockbuster though.
Yeah, and you got to pick out your candy, and we'd actually get candy from 7-Eleven because it was cheaper than Blockbuster.
I never watched a movie with my dad a day in my life. Not once, ever. I swear. I've never watched a movie with my dad. Maybe I'll ask him once if he wants to do that.
He's on your cousin's stuff.
So my mom goes, it's all my fault. You found your passion, and that matters.
Oh.
So I never watch a movie with my dad, but me and my mom every Monday night used to watch Seventh Heaven.
I love Seventh Heaven.
Yeah, and eat Applebee's. That was like the one. I did that.
I love it.
Yeah, I did do that. Because I danced on Friday nights.
Yeah, I don't think I did. When I was little.
Like till late. So like.
Yeah.
And that would be like the weekend for people. You know what I mean?
That's true.
I'm just saying. My mom always gets so mad. My childhood was different than most people's because I was in a lot of activities, you know what I mean? So I was always in a play at some point. I was in sometimes 2 plays at the same time, so I was memorizing lines a lot, I had to rehearse. And then school, and my parents were very strict at school, so I had to study a lot, you know?
I never do school.
And then dance school, you know what I mean? And then I was in extracurricular activies.
And then I didn't go to school, I'd go to dance instead.
That wasn't an option.
My
for
mom,
me.
no, I had a doctor's note that I got out every Tuesday at like 2 for therapy, but I really just had solo. Every Tuesday.
So but again, I also used to yell at my parents because I'm like, I don't understand why they didn't let me go to audition for like Disney when I was a kid, you know?
No, you would have.
I would have been fucking amazing!
The biggest Disney.
Because I was such a good actor then. Like, no, my acting skills were better then than now. Because then I was a little bit like more free-spirited, you know?
Yeah, but also you would have been the High School Musical.
Oh, High School Musical? I would have fucking slayed High School Musical. Slayed.
And Glee and all that.
I would have been like, we're all in the... Glee? Did you ever hear the Glee story? I auditioned for Glee.
No,
I went all the way there. It was the last season the kid had just like committed suicide or something. Remember that whole thing happened? I made a video on YouTube because that's how much I wanted to get an audition for Glee because I didn't have an agent and stuff. I made this video to write because I knew that Glee would be perfect for me. I go all the way there, right? I do the whole thing, or I do everything. Everything went amazing, right? I waited 3 days in LA. I had no money left, so I had to go home because I'm like, what am I going to keep doing it? They told me they were going to call me back. I get on the plane. No, I get on the plane. You heard that story? I was on the plane. I land, and there was a voicemail. Hey, Frank, we want to see you.
Yeah.
And then it was too late.
Yeah, you were about.
Because I was 6 hours away. And I feel like that is the story of my fucking life. Again, and everyone's like, oh, it just wasn't meant to be Glee. It wasn't meant to be. What the fuck was it meant to be? It was definitely meant to be Glee. There were so many things. That's my thing too. Like I sing, I dance, I act. There's so many more things I should be doing. That's I think what makes me so angry, you know? Like, it's crazy. And I'm always like, I just don't get it. And everyone's like, I gotta have a better agent. I'm like, I've met with them. It's crazy. The problem too with the acting now is I'm so many years behind, so I have no resume now for that. It's not like I could just walk into a place, you know what I mean, and be like, oh, you know, I'm auditioning to be the lead in this. They're like, bitch, what have you done? Oh, I've been on TikTok. I did Mr. Boombastic. I have millions of views.
Not the river.
I did the river. You know what I mean? So now I have no acting reel because I was doing the river. Yeah. And I think that's the part too that makes me crazy. It's like I bounced, you know what I mean, my biche in the air with all the talent I have, instead of, you know what I mean? Like, I should have been on, like, it, and that's what
Please say that word again.
my piche. Because my mom's on here, so I don't want to say, you know what I mean? Like, the other word.
I've never heard that word. Is that new too?
This is so much. My brain, this is why I can't sleep. You see what I mean? Could you imagine being me, the amount of thoughts that go through my mind all day and fucking night? You know what I'm saying? This is all that I think about in my mind. This is all the things. Right, and then tomorrow I have to go into a room with fucking kids all day and smile.
At least they're kind of funny sometimes.
Yeah, they do give me a laugh once in a while. But I don't have Nini tomorrow, and she really makes me smile.
They take after me.
Maybe I should ask her just to come hang out with me for the day.
Yeah.
Just to give me like a little smile. You know, but like this is what I mean. Like what? Oh, it's so frustrating. This life. I need one person, you know what I mean? I really do. I need one powerful person to be like, okay, stop everything he's doing. Let me take this kid, you know what I mean? And let's do all this right. You know, let's put him into this movie. Let's sing here. Just like, you know, I'm a fucking angel. Nani!
It's gonna be,
You think? I don't know.
I do. Because I do think, though, that
How do you restrain your piece when you're teaching dance? Like that underwear, tight underwear, I make sure. Because that's gross. You know how I feel about that.
no, yours doesn't fly.
No, because I've seen guys that do that, and I'm like, that's disgraceful. The kids in the room?
No, I was obsessed with,
I know, you told me that. Yeah. It's just like, wear tighter underwear. You know what I mean?
yeah.
My mom, count your blessings. Like, that line makes me more angry. Like, it pisses me off.
One. You're welcome.
Like, it makes me angry. And why am I still in the street now again? Like, what is that?
I just noticed.
I've been behind this street.
Ooh.
I think, Mom, if you don't see me for a month, I'm checking myself. I think I need to go to a mental place. You know what I mean? I heard they're amazing, Jess.
No, I know.
Remember we talked about that? I heard they're gorgeous. I took a vacation for a month. I think I have to check myself in. Guys, if I disappear, I've checked myself in. I think it's time for me. I do. But I think the time is coming. I might have to wait till after my New Year's Eve show because I don't have time for that.
No, like the month of January.
I think I have to go into something. A retreat. Honestly, I really feel like a retreat would be good for me.
Your mom.
My mom would love a retreat too. We should go together. A mother-son mental retreat. Maybe the whole family should go. Lord knows my dad needs to go. I'll tell you that shit. A Z-Mob retreat, everybody. Could you imagine?
That'd be sick.
Everybody's just checking in there.
That'd be sick.
Our mental state of mind is not right. We need to come in. My mom goes, I would love to go, no, leave it alone. But I think he needs the therapy, you know?
I feel like I want your mom to come here.
To come here?
Yeah.
You think she needs to come here?
Uh-huh.
No.
No. I don't think she needs to come here. I just think I want her to come here.
And just hang out?
Yeah, sometime.
To do what, though?
Like we take her around.
I don't know if she's gonna like that.
I don't mean like just to eat.
Yeah, like to eat, and then she's gonna be like, and then what?
And then like.
Because when my mom thought we were gonna do that in Florida, I told you that story. And I looked at her, I was like, Ma, Me, you, and Daddy have never done anything together in our whole life. Why did you think we were going to do that this week?
But
The three of us, we went to like lunch. That was crazy. It was weird. Like I was like, I'm not used to this. What is this? I'm confused. Because you know what I'm saying? Like,
we would definitely go to Pam's for dinner one night.
yeah, your mom. Well, honestly, I think your dinner's better though now.
Oh, I know.
I know.
True. I know. Yes.
But that was nuts. See, at night, it's like it starts to list chest. Isn't it weird? All day I didn't cough, right?
No, yeah,
Why is it clicking in now?
I know.
My mom goes, he would not even know I'm missing.
I actually might just have your mom over sometime.
Yeah, sure. Fucking sinuses. All right. It's really time to go. Guys, I hope everybody is going to make it to my New Year's Eve show. And if you can't make it, get your virtual tickets. They're on sale now. I'm only saying this because like you're supposed to do this. Supposedly, I don't promote enough. People tell me. I feel like I over-promote, you know? No one's like, I don't even know. Anyways, link is in my bio. It's going to be in West Palm Beach, Florida, but if you can't make it, there's a virtual ticket as well. So if you go to the link in my bio, there's one for the live tickets and one for the virtual tickets. If you're coming live, there's also an after party. I'm going to literally say, I'm going. I might be broke getting there, but I'm going. I feel you. Trust me. Remember that one time I was I literally had no money.
Yeah.
I remember my credit card, everything was at zero.
Yes.
Well, no, the credit cards weren't at zero, but everything else was at zero. That they just wouldn't let me swipe anymore.
Correct.
It always comes back around somehow. Holly said, considering going. No jokes tonight, Holly. The mental state is not good for jokes. We can't be doing that right now. We're not ready for that.
I have a question about this.
Have you done anything just for you? Have I? Like, as a massage count? Now they're all doing that.
I have a question about the clicking. I want to know if they know.
What, clicking?
So like when you tap the screen
Yeah.
and it goes to the For You page,
Mm.
like because I'm tapping, does it go to the For You pages of the people that follow me and then like, and so on?
How do I feel about energy healing? What's energy healing? No, we haven't gone to the massage place yet. We're gonna go in like December.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness, you missed a lot. I can't even go back into what you missed. It was too much. I'm okay, you know. Just, you know, a little crazy. Energy healing, it will help. Sure, if it'll help me. I don't know though. My brain is very, what's that word? Stubborn? Reiki, chakras. I could see myself turning into like this like spiritual guru. Like, can't you see me in like robes and silks with like chakras around me? I feel like that's like, I might have to become like stoned. You know what I mean? Just all day and night, morning to night, and just like in chakras and stones. I like maybe that'll be my life.
And you
Just like on an island, you know what I mean?
Really long.
My hair's just long.
Like literally down your back.
Like, yeah, just like,
Vibes.
yeah, long, just whatever. No combing of the hair. I don't do anything with robes, candles, or crystals. No, I know. I was just kidding from myself. I always have to, when I do things, I really need to get into like the character. So a costume is very important to me, you know? So if I'm going for healing, I need to be in a healing outfit. It really works, Frankie. Try it. I'm blessed my mom does it. I've tried meditating. Have I not tried with the meditating? I've tried all the apps. It doesn't work for me.
I love the meditation.
It does nothing for me.
It makes me feel so good before I
It doesn't for me. It doesn't.
No, your mind goes too much.
My mind, it won't, I swear, I've never seen a mind strong like mine. It won't turn off. It won't. Like in my mind, I'm like, that song, that thing, like I'm still thinking of, I can't stop.
You can't like focus on like one thing.
No, I'm telling you.
Because like something, you think of something else.
Yep.
Like even in the middle of a story, you start talking about something else. And I'm like, wait a minute, what?
It's like, nothing is gonna satisfy me besides the one thing that I want, because that's how my brain works. It doesn't matter. You know, like, and I'm not, like, I'm really not that stubborn with everything, but with that I am. Nothing will satisfy me except the one thing that I want. It's not. I mean, I guess hypnosis, if I could do that.
I don't think it's just like with...
Hypnotize me.
I don't think it's just with like the music stuff either though. Like just in the moment when there's one thing.
Yeah.
Like anything.
Yeah, that's true. Like when I'm stuck on one thing. No.
Like
No.
literally tell them like last night you wanted to go home because I didn't have Lay's. Like one thing.
Yeah, I know. Like I wanted the Lay's chips.
You only wanted...
Like I was bugging that I didn't have those Lay's chips.
Yeah.
I know.
And you went on and on.
It like, that made me so like angry. That like I couldn't dip it in the Lay's.
Yes.
Like seeing the dip there, but there was no Lay's made me like so livid.
Yeah. And I was just trying to look out for your sodium.
I got over that though. I got over the Lay's.
Just a minute.
20 minutes. Because I went on to another food instead.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
But it was just so upsetting that I was sore at there that I couldn't dip it in like that.
See,
And I tried dipping it in with the Tostitos. It was not even close to the same vibe.
I know, I just love it. You wanted to dip the Lay's in halibut, but I didn't have the Lay's.
Nope. I know. There's a psychologist in Boca that does
Somebody said
hypnotherapy.
that there is cinnamon sugar Cheetos.
I would like to try that. Yeah, I would love to try that.
Ooh.
What would you consider success? Measurable? What love? Oh yeah, no. See, that's the problem. To most people, they're like, "But you're successful," and to me, I think I'm a fucking loser. That's what's crazy. I see no success. I don't. Like when I look at my resume, I'm like, yeah, like I've done, you know what I mean? Like I've done a lot of amazing things, but I don't see the success. Because it's not the success that I envisioned myself to have as a kid. And that's the issue. It's like I've manifested that success for so long that's like, I'm like, no, I need to be at the Video Music Awards. I need to be at the Grammys. I need to sell at Madison Square Garden. I need to tour the world. I need to have a #1 single. There's all of these things that are so like, and it makes me crazy. Like, and it's so bad, it's like, but I can't help myself. I literally can't help myself. I can't. You know, I leave these lives and how upset am I always? Because I'm like, just, same number as last time. No, we are. I'm coming off of this. Same number as last time. A year later, I lost.
Like this the whole time.
Yeah, I lost followers. That's what goes through my mind. See, instead of looking at things the other way, I look at it that way.
Didn't lose followers.
I did though.
You didn't.
I did though.
No, they're all still there.
No.
They are.
No, they're not.
But they're just not home like we were before.
Where's all the people that came to my first virtual concert? Why aren't they coming to this one? Makes no sense. Where's everyone?
They're up.
I had over 500 people came to my first virtual concert.
Everyone that was at the concert.
I didn't have that many at my last virtual one. And see, and that's what makes me crazy on top of it, because I'm always like, never mind that. The numbers go down. It's not even going up. So when I hang up these things, my energy, everything's like, it's like I feel like I'm gonna throw up. That's what it feels like. Because on top of it, I'm like, it's not even like I'm seeing it. Last year, did you notice? My anxiety was a lot less. I was so happy last year because I saw so much moving forward. It made me so happy that I was like, finally, you know what I mean? People are seeing what I do. Finally, it's working. You know what I mean? Finally, people want to come see me perform. Finally, I'm selling my merchandise. Like I felt like I was seeing all of that. You know what I mean? And I was working so hard and seeing the fruition. And now I'm just like,
It's also happening.
I don't feel it. I just don't. Sometimes I try to, but I just, and that's where the anxiety just it makes me like, and it's crazy because everyone's like, but then there's, these moments, there's so many great things that happen along the way, but I don't even enjoy those moments anymore because I'm so stuck on the next thing.
What did I tell you about your concert?
Hey, hon, what about my concert?
I said what I told you today about your concert.
Like to just do it and enjoy it, and like I want to, but I don't like.
You already worked for everything that it's like. Take a breath and use it as a celebration of how much how hard you worked and all this growth.
But you know what I'm going to be thinking about the whole time?
More.
No, not the more. The one special thing. That's what's going to be in my mind. Is that not going the way that I want it to?
It's going to go.
You know what I mean?
It's going to be better than you can imagine. It's insane.
It's so stressful. I wish more than anything I didn't love this so much. That's what I wish. You know what I mean? I say it all the time. I wish because this is so torturous to my brain. I see so many people, they go on vacations, they're loving life, they do this, and I'm like, there's nothing, I don't even enjoy my days because I'm always like my brain. Why do if the journey's not happy? Okay, so there's definitely happy moments, and that's what outweighs the other things. You know what I mean? So like 4 days ago, I was like soaring through I was so happy. I was with Paula Abdul. It was sick. You know what I mean? My energy was on a 3,000. You know what I mean? Jess, how happy was I that day? When I called you, what was I like? You felt like you were talking to the real me.
I sobbed.
I was hysterical crying. I know. I was hysterical crying that night. It was amazing. But then that night's over, and then I'm back. I feel like at what? That's what no one understands. That's what's so confusing. It's like I almost feel like it's because I live. It's more of like a fantasy to me. Jess. I needed Paula Abdul to take me on the plane with her, right? And be like, you're not going anywhere. You're coming on the plane with me. We're going to California. You know what I mean? We're going to do this. I'm going to bring you to these people. See, that to me would have completed the whole thing, right? So it's now I'm on this huge high and no one understands how it feels to come off of a high like that.
I know.
You can't understand that feeling. So people are always like, oh, well, it's not about, I was on a high that no drug could compare to. You know what I mean? I was singing in front of Paula Abdul. I was hugging her. She was telling me everything that I want. You know what I mean? And then it's over and you're just like, it's just over. It's just done. And here I am at a dance school teaching.
It's not over.
But then here I am at a dance school teaching.
The dance school sucks.
I'm at a fucking dance school.
Stop.
But think about that. You think that every person, you know what I mean? People don't realize what that's like what that does mentally to a person. It is so exhausting. I've lived my whole life like that. I'm on these highs, and then I have to come off of it's. You know what it's like? People that I feel like it's like people that are on drugs, and then what is it called when they come off of it? They go through that phase.
Yeah.
They have the thing.
Someone say it. I can't think of it.
Yeah, I don't know because I don't do drugs, but I've seen that movie. We just watched it.
Yes, we just watched it. Withdrawals.
Withdrawals.
Yeah.
So I go through withdrawals every week, literally. It's literally insane, and it's because I love it so much. You know what I mean? That's the problem. When I'm doing it, there is nothing. I'm so happy. And just nothing else makes me happier. That's the problem. It really doesn't. I've gone on beaches, I've done vacations, I'm always like, yeah, it's fun, but I'm not as happy as I am doing that. Not as happy as I am. How happy was I this summer for the 3 weeks before my show?
I know.
I was so happy. I was so happy rehearsing. I even love that, right? I love making the show. I love the whole process of it. Even though it's stressful, like I'm sweating, but I love it though, you know? Like the whole part of it. I could find the energy to go to the gym after those long rehearsals, right? I wake up and go because I feel alive. And then after that part is over, I'm like this. I know, I try every day to look for the birth of the future. I do. I try so hard, but it's so hard for me, you know? And I think it's hard for me to explain to you why, because there's been so many people that have promised me things. And then it never comes through. You know what I mean? So I always have that gleam of hope, and then thin air, gone. No. So could you imagine always living like that, you know? Like, that's hard for a person. It is. And then I say all the time, like, the health thing, I'm always like, I have my health. Dude, like that, there's nothing more in the world that could be more important than having your health. I'd say it to myself every day. But then there's the other part of my brain, and it's just like,
I really don't think it'd be like a bad idea for you to like.
I go to a therapist?
Yeah.
No, I think they would literally think they would be like, I think they would be like,
No.
This, you are nuts.
I think that somebody that like would know, like, I think they can help you. Like,
No, they can't.
At least feel better.
They can't.
I do think.
No, you know what they would tell me? I know for sure. They would have to give me medicine because they'd be like, "There's nothing else that I would need to be on the pills."
No, for sure, but that.
And I don't want to be on a pill because I feel that takes away from the creativity. Because I've seen people do that, and the energy. You know, people always like, "You have this energy because I have this energy because of all that's built inside of me." So when I go on stage, my body is like electric. You know what I mean? And I feel like if you go on those pills, like, I feel like it dims, you know what I mean, a little bit.
I know what you mean.
So that's what, like, makes me nervous. But, I mean, I definitely can't live like this forever. So, like, I would probably have to at some point, because this shit's fucking nuts.
I just would really be like curious too, though, like for you to
see what they say to me.
I do, like somebody who's like completely out of that, like
they're gonna say, I already know a couple of things. Because one time I had this, like, I didn't really go to a psychologist, but someone I knew is a psychologist. You know what I mean? They say a lot of it has to do like with your childhood, meaning like I've always felt I had to be perfect.
Yes.
That perfectionism thing, you know what I mean? So like it goes back to that because my dad, like, he was always like, if I played baseball, I had that fear. If I didn't strike out, my dad was gonna be mad at me in the car. So I live with that feeling, you know what I mean? So, and that carries on. And I never knew that until later on. Like when I talked to this person, I never understood that. And I was like, I get it now, because now it's something from a childhood, you know what I mean? Like, it's like this feeling of always having, like, I felt I had to win. And not just for myself, but for everyone else. You know what I mean? Like, I had to be the best. Like, there was no option but to be the best. There was no option. And then so it helps with other things because it's also made me incredible at what I do as an artist, because I work so hard, you know what I mean? Because I want to be always better than the last time I did something. But in the same sense, it's like an enemy because I'm never good enough.
I know.
So there's that.
I'm sorry to change the subject, but somebody just commented and then I looked. And your cheekbones are insane right now.
My what?
Your cheekbones are crazy right now.
No.
They're set.
The one thing God gave me.
No.
I know, I'm kidding. You know, and it's the other thing too, like you know how I am with, like, I have this thing with, like, if I don't, it's almost like this, like, feeling of, like, you know, it's even like how I am with my body. because again, my dad tortured me when I was fat. Every night that I ate, and he kept saying, "You're going to let your chair, you're going to let your kid, you're going to let your chair, you're going to let your chair, you're going to let your kids, going to let your chair." So like I have this thing, you know, like I bug out. Like I touch the side of my body constantly because I'm always like that's what you know. When I never think I look good. When I take my shirt off, I'm like I can't even look at myself. I can't, because I have this thing with like I'm like. And I feel all of that adds to this. You know what I mean?
It's definitely why you are the way you are.
Oh yeah. I wouldn't even. I don't. You know. I don't even want to leave my house if I have a pimple.
I know.
I'm like, no, I can't. I don't want to be seen.
Oh, I know.
I don't want to be seen. Nope. 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 Don't want to be seen.
You wouldn't even speak to anyone.
No.
When you didn't have eyebrows.
No. 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 When I didn't have the eyebrows,
So bad.
you would have thought. No. You should see me in the house. I cried in my room like I was a 4-year-old. I had no eyebrows. That was scary. That really was.
I was terrified for you. And I was judging, so I like couldn't be on my phone.
That was like 2 months.
I know. That's when I was like.
And you know now, and every day now, you know me. Every day I wake up and I'm like I have to make sure that I run into the bathroom in the morning and I look into the mirror to make sure the eyebrows are there. It's sick. It's literally sick. I got alopecia from like stress, the doctor said. So I lost my eyebrows, like I had no eyebrows. Del said, you need to talk to someone.
I really don't think it's about it.
I would, but I feel like I already know I know everything.
I know, but I really do feel like it might feel good to talk to somebody who's like has no idea about like anything like that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? 'Cause
I'm just gonna cry though for hours. You know what I mean? And then I'm gonna leave and I'm gonna feel better for that. And then I already know.
I just like all of a sudden know you like we know like what to say to you to like you know what I mean, and they don't like you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm sweating. Are you? How was that ice cream pop?
Oh, I can't wait.
It was that good?
No, I bought 3 boxes and I've already had 2.
When? Tonight?
No, like I bought 2 boxes like a week ago and they're gone.
Oh shit.
And then I bought 3 boxes yesterday for when you got here.
No way. I know, Patricia, the weight thing is like nuts too. See, because now I don't feel like I could eat the ice cream pop because I just had that conversation.
Yeah.
I don't want it right now anyway. I'll eat it in a little bit. I don't want it right now though. Oh, don't worry guys, I never short myself of eating, trust me. Jess?
No, it was really bad.
No, I just get nuts in the gym then. And then, you know, it's just always the pressure too, like, you know, just how I am, like, the pressure with anything I do. It's like, I feel people always expect me to be amazing, you know? I go to a studio, and every time I go to a studio, they're like, your number's the one that wins, like, and I'm always like, oh, like, I feel the pressure's so high, you know what I mean, to give them something amazing again, and again, and again, and again. No, but it's for myself, too, you know, like, I like to leave knowing that, like, I did the, like, you know what I mean?
No, like I don't expect that from you. You know what the difference is though from me though? Really? Like when anyone comes in, like I don't hire anyone and I don't.
No, you don't. I know that.
And like expect them to do, like I expect my kids.
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah.
I'm like, no, this isn't for them. This is like, now it's your job because I gave you the sickest person. You know what I mean?
I talked to someone that knew Michael Jackson, and they said to me, Frankie, I swear to you, you're the same person. You have hit the disease. They go, he came off the stage for when he did first time he did the moonwalk, right? And you know that's like his most iconic performance. And he was hysterical crying because he thought his spin wasn't perfect. He said he fell out of the spin. It wasn't on the exact right count he wanted it to be. And that's me.
You know what I kind of want to watch?
It could be the greatest performance in the world, right? You know how I am. That one little second that my arm was in the wrong, or whatever it was, I'm like, it ruined it for me. I don't even want to watch it. I don't even want to see it.
I kind of want to watch This Is It.
No, that's bad for me right now.
I don't mean that second.
Oh yeah, I can't watch anything that has to do with music and concerts because I'm going to feel like I should be doing that and I'm not, and so I'm going to want to like throw myself all over the floor.
I just want to watch it again because I haven't. So I did watch.
Because you know how I am with that.
No, I watched a Whitney thing 2 nights ago. And you two.
Oh yeah, me and Whitney are another one. Oh yeah. Oh I know.
It was crazy.
It's crazy. I know. Those make me feel better because I'm like, oh my God, I'm so glad someone else feels like
I
this.
actually was going to rewind it and record it and I forgot. But she says exactly what you do about like how all you want to do is like perform and sing. You don't want like
No.
the other stuff.
No.
Right?
No.
Neither did she.
No. The other stuff, you just have no option. It just comes with it. And that's what, she made this line once. I always tell people, they think that because they've created this image of you in their mind that you're perfect. And you're not. And then living up to people's perfection is so scary. You know what I'm saying? Because now, on top of everything, it's the pressure of like, right? Like, I don't want to let people down of the version of them that they love of me.
Yeah.
And that's what she was talking about. She's like, what do you think? Like, because I'm Whitney Houston, I'm some fucking like, you know what I mean? Like, she's like, it's not that. And that's like, you know, that's what I say this, Jess. How many times do I say this a day? All the people on social media, right? Everybody that just wants to be social media stars, right? What I say to you every day. They have no fucking idea what they got themselves into. They have no idea. Because wouldn't want, right, you get, like, why would you want that?
Yeah.
I only have that because that's what comes with my career. I have no choice.
Right.
I want to be a worldwide star. I want millions of people to sing along with me. But what comes along with that? Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh.
Say that again?
Jesus Christ.
Ooh, I love that. I love Jesus.
Because you have no idea what comes along with that. That's a scary place. I say it every day. You know, I always ask people, what is it that you want of that so bad? Because it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, don't you notice that almost half the celebrities that you probably love are actually nuts?
Yeah.
Half the celebrities that people love are literally on drugs. You know, like, because it's crazy. Oh. Anyways, guys, I've ranted enough tonight. I need to watch the show with my friends because I have to be a good friend. And I want to, on top of it. I genuinely want to. It's going to be fun. I'm excited. I need to just sit down, turn this phone off, and do that. Love you guys. Come to my concert. Ah! Are you okay?
Yeah.
Wait. Look at me for a second.
No, I've just been like literally asleep.
Oh, now you're up?
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah, same. All right, love you guys. Mwah. Bye. Have fun tomorrow. Enjoy Halloween. All right, that was really close. I'm having my nose hairs are in that. Bye.